Hello, everybody, and welcome to Expedition Online, Day 3, Season 4, Vesuvius. I'm your commentator tonight, Sam Donovan, and with me tonight, KF. KF, how are we doing tonight?
I'm excited. This is my first day so far this season, and so far so good. I've been loving what I've been seeing so far. It's been a little bit of a slow start, but it's about to get interesting.
For those of you who missed it, Deshawn was voted out of her party by a unanimous vote. However, she was not deserted out of the game. She was just then picked up by the other team who voted to take her onto their team. So Nate kind of led the charge in deciding who to take. They could have taken Deshawn, who was voted unanimously, or JJ, who Deshawn did vote for. KF, what is your strategy as the winning party there? Do you take the person who was just unanimously voted out, or do you kind of take the shot in the dark at the perceived stronger player, potentially?
That's, well, first of all, I was totally taken aback by the twist yesterday. I love it. I love the twist. But yeah, it's a very tricky situation. In a similar position, I'm not sure I would have been as vocal as to what I wanted. The dynamics with Day Zero may have played a little bit of a role in choosing who they wanted to take. But I think either way would have been an easy choice, right? You pick up a strong player and you potentially get rid of him if you have to go to the crossroad later on, or you pick up the player that was just voted out unanimously and potentially have someone that's going to come back, play twice as harder to just make sure that they get rid of the other side. So I don't think there's necessarily a bad way of a bad strategy here. I think so let's see how this one plays out. Plus she gets a compass also coming back in the game, so that's what I'm talking about. Should give us some drama, let's stir the pot a little bit and see what happens.
Right, and the rest of her party doesn't know she has that compass yet going into the day, so it could be very interesting. They could think they have an easy vote, but they may not be too easy on that vote. But exactly. We have a very fun night planned tonight. It should be very, very exciting. So buckle in, everybody, and make sure that you like and subscribe our channel. Hit that bell. So make sure also to donate at the link in our bio to both of our captains and our player charities. And let's first throw it off to players.
I'm very thankful that they allowed me and voted me in and wanted me to be a part of Team Adam. So grateful. Deshawn is bringing it. I've been kind of quiet, been laid back, but at the end of the day, we got to get that win. I want to win. I hate losing. I do. But this is a part of this, and this is what we have to do.
Today's challenge is called cacio al fulso, which loosely translates to spindle cheese. So go ahead and grab that wheel of cheese that you have. Just kidding. If I was feeling really evil, I would have done this with cheese, because this is based on a traditional Italian street game, kind of similar to bocce or lawn bowling, where Italians go into the street and roll wheels of cheese towards a peg. Instead, we're going to be rolling ping pong balls towards a solo cup. You'll have to earn the ping pong balls that you are going to be rolling. The way you're going to earn the ping pong balls is by playing a short game of without vowels. I will be showing you a puzzle that is a word or phrase that is related to Expedition Online or the theme of this season, and it will be missing all of the vowels. You need to figure out what the word or words are.
Once we have completed the 6 without vowels puzzles, you will grab your ping pong balls. You get 1 ping pong ball for each puzzle you solved correctly. You want to roll your balls from behind the line towards the cup. Your goal is to have as many ping pong balls as possible touching the cup. Good luck.
Welcome everyone to the second exemption challenge of the season. Tonight we are going to be playing Cacio al Fuso. Today's parties will be playing for exemption, so the winning party will be safe from the crossroads this evening. Losing party will be going to crossroads and will desert one of their explorers. Quick reminder to players that they should be paying close attention for blues, as they can come in a number of different ways. All right. With that said, will you get buried by your competition or rise from the ashes?
We got a clue about the magic words that Jonathan said. And somebody in our chat, I believe it was Shannon, said, didn't he say something about being buried in ashes? So I was like, let's try that. And I submitted buried in ashes. And the advantage was gone. Somebody got it already. I don't know if it's on my party. I don't know if it was in the other party, but somebody got it already.
I found a compass. I literally got so excited. It was like kind of on a whim, and I had seen the message that they posted in our beach chat. I just saw it and I was like, oh, okay. So then I just sent it and I got it, and I was like freaking out, and I was glad that my camera was off, because like if I had freaked out on camera, then people might have thought something.
Let's everyone grab their whiteboards and let's begin. So for this competition, Team Adam will be sitting out 2 players, as Bobby has an excused absence for today's challenge. He will not be penalized, as he let us know well ahead of time. So for this challenge, Deshaun and Sophia have been chosen to sit out. Your first puzzle. Let's see everyone's answers. So that's Shannon and Jon Snow not receiving a point on them. All right, let's get to our next one. See your answers? Okay, it looks like we have a couple different spellings. And let's see. So Dixon is incorrect. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, let's see everyone's answer. This is a very valuable tool, both on expeditions and in this game. And yep, everybody has that correct. Perfect. Let's move on to the next puzzle. This one is a 3. All right, everyone can turn over their answers. All right. So unfortunately, just no points to Ron or Shannon. Let's move on to the next puzzle. Yep. All right, let's turn over the answers. The answer was crossroads, what we're trying to avoid this evening. That's a point for everyone. All right, let's move on to our 6th and final puzzle for John. All right, looks like everyone's ready to go. Let's see everybody's answer. We are looking for exemption. Again, what everyone is looking for. Perfect, everyone will get a point for that as well. So going into the second part of the challenge, most players will have 6 ping pong balls. Jon Snow, Dixon, and Ron will have 5 ping pong balls, and Shannon will only have 4 ping pong balls. So what we're trying to do is get it, roll the ball as close to that cup as possible. If the ball is touching the cup at the end of all of your throws, you'll get 2 points for that ball. If it's anywhere on the tissue, which is under the ball, you'll get 1 point for that ball. And again, points will be counted up at the end. And go ahead and roll that first ball. Okay, we have a couple. Looks like Jon Snow, Matthew have landed on their tissue. Everyone else kind of rolled off there. Troy's on his tissue as well. Perfect. Oh, so is Shannon. All right. Let's go ahead and toss that second ball. Oh, Jon Snow getting 2 on already. Nice quick start for him. Okay, let's get to our third ball. Oh, we got a few people struggling with the crooked floor. I knew that was going to be a variable. Okay, looks like Jon Snow is still in the lead. I don't really see anyone else with 2 balls just yet. Okay, let's go ahead with that 4th ball.
Oh my god. Oops. Done.
One's gone. Let's get to the 5th ball, if you have one. That was kind of a shot at Shannon. Sorry, Shannon.
Thanks. Thank you for that.
Okay, we got a bunch of balls that are close. Definitely a tight battle here. So everyone who has a 6th ball can go ahead with their 6th ball now.
Damn it.
Team Wendell is going to win exemption and safety from the crossroads this evening. That means I will be seeing Team Adam. Got nothing else for you.
And with that, by a score of 12-8, Team Wendell takes this exemption challenge, sending Team Adam to Crossroads. KF, what are your thoughts on that challenge?
Well, there's a little bit of hope there at the end, but unfortunately, Team Adam came short. It was interesting though. Half of the points were scored by Nate, so hopefully that means that Nate will have a little bit of leverage, and hopefully he'll be able to use that during the strategy session to come in the next few minutes.
Yeah, that should be quite exciting. So we have Deshawn in her first Team Adams strategy session, and she has this one-time compass that she can play. I'm sure that will come up in conversations. What do you think is going to happen in this next hour or so?
Oh, I'm so excited. I know Deshawn is quite new to the game, but hopefully she realizes, or she's able to talk to people that can reel her in and be able to use this advantage to stir things up a little bit, right? And so I don't know exactly if she understands or she knows how to use this to her advantage, but hopefully she'll have people that are going to let her know how she can stir up the game and hopefully, throw the game upside down on that side, on in this party for a little bit.
Yes, and who knows, those players could use that to their advantage and lie to her.
Exactly.
There could be compasses stolen. And let's hope something happens. This is going to be a chaotic round. I can already feel it. So I think we give the players as much time as possible. Let's throw it over to them and see what their thoughts are.
Well, this is another night that didn't go as planned.
And I talked to Hager again, and he, of course, backed up that he did want to vote Deshawn out. But I didn't want to do that.
Can I say this, guys? I have a compass, so I don't know if that means anything.
I think that's an immunity item. I don't know. We just saw the terms.
Yeah,
That's an
it is.
Deshawn, you said you have a compass, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Right.
How did you? Do you mind me asking how you found that?
One of the moderators sent it to me as a gift for being new on the team. So
Right.
That's nice.
And I let the team know, hey, if it's me, it's okay, because it's really about the team. It's about the charity. So whatever it takes to, win for a higher purpose, that's what we'll do.
Here we go. It's time for the shit show.
Here we go.
So let's start with Deshawn because she has a compass, and we know that.
That's what I'm thinking. And we kind of screwed the pooch and told her what it was.
Yeah.
I say, hey, listen, we could just make her feel really good and she doesn't play it.
Yeah, and she says she don't watch Survivor, so I don't know if she would be like to know how this would go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might not know how to play it.
Yeah. But we got to think of this too. She got eliminated last night, so she might just say at this point, fuck it. Like, I'm doing whatever it takes. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm totally comfortable with all of you guys. Like, yeah. I mean, and I feel like I can get Nate to come with us too. Like, I've talked to him a little bit. And I really like Kayla too. I mean, I like everybody. That's the shitty part of it.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that though.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, would you guys feel comfortable if it comes down to us, write down Sophia? I mean, I don't know if any of you have a relationship with her. I'm just saying she's the one I know the least, so I don't know if I could convince her to follow us, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel strongly about the other ones.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, the one that you haven't talked to is going to be the one that you are threatened by because, you know, they're thinking, well, I haven't talked to Hager either. So maybe it's easier to say my name, you know?
I think plan A should be Deshaun, and then we try to figure out plan B. I think right now we're thinking maybe Sophia, but let's see.
Okay.
Eventually, Hager throws out Sophia's name, which I'm a little on edge about because I am not aligned with Sophia yet, but she's somebody I would like to work with. And I don't really want to work with the boys necessarily.
Thinking in my head, like, that's good for your game, but that's not good for my game. Because in my perspective, I feel like I'm working with Sophia. Maybe I'm not. Maybe in her perspective, she's using me. Or maybe in her perspective, we're not working together. I don't know.
So I have a question. What are you guys thinking now?
We were talking about Deshaun.
Okay,
I don't know.
Deshaun has an idol. She's gonna play it, and don't freak out, Sophia, because like I said, I like working with both of you guys. Like you guys both caught my interest, but Hager is throwing your name around because he doesn't talk to you very much. Okay.
Well, Hager doesn't talk to me very much.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking right now what we should do. Like I said, Deshaun has an idol.
She has to play it tonight.
She has to play it, yeah.
She has to play it tonight?
She has to play it tonight.
Oh, that complicates things. Yeah, I was confused why she told us that.
Hager's throwing my name out there, and I don't like that at all. So immediately after that, I was able to connect with Hager, and we talked it through a little bit.
I'm glad that we're able to talk because I was also feeling like we didn't really get a chance to talk, and I had just started to hear that maybe you wanted to vote me out because we hadn't talked, and I didn't want that to be the case.
No. Well, I'll be honest with you because we were talking and I was going through the list of everybody.
Yeah.
And I said I want to work with everybody.
She said that she wanted to be an alliance within an alliance, which it was kind of weird because it goes from bringing her name up to now she might be my partner. And even better, like I told the whole group, like, you know, I explained the whole Sophia vote. And now I think they're thinking there's no way that she will want to work with me.
Why is nobody coming into our room, first off?
Great question.
Don't love that.
Yeah.
I did not tell Sophia. I believe Dixon told Sophia that her name was out there, so she knew eventually, and then bunches of names just started coming out.
This is what scares me about Sophia. Is I did mention her because I said I didn't want to vote Deshaun, and she already come to me and said somebody told her that. So I don't know how that spilled out so far. Can I ask you guys two names and you tell me if either of those would be of interest to you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you feel. I like Meredith and Sophia, but I feel like those are the two safest ones to go for.
I'm a little bit disappointed in myself with how I played. I think I was extremely chaotic and extremely messy, and I just was not expecting that from myself.
Okay, so Hagar said your name.
Hagar said my name?
I don't want you to repeat it because it's going to blow up my game too. It doesn't have legs. It was with me, Dixon, and Matthew, and it was so awkward when he said you and Sophia. So, like, another woman he's trying to target. He was like, should we do... Can you, it's your game, you can do with it what you want, but I want to keep sharing
Dixon's been
information.
telling everyone everything, I feel like. Dixon's the one that told Sophia, I feel like, so I could just say Dixon told me.
Okay, but he sees that I'm talking to you right now, so it's going to look really sketchy. I literally just got out of the room with him.
I really, really put myself out there with Meredith, like, unexpectedly. Like, I really kind of was like, maybe this is my person.
Or Nate. I mean, like I said, I like Nate, but I don't have an alliance with anybody.
Can I just tell you my theory about Nate? Like, I like Nate.
I do too.
It's just that I'm just thinking of that random vote though yesterday, and I feel like it was Nate because he was literally so perky about bringing her over here so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to know who the random vote is. That's what I want to know.
I was the one that threw the stray vote onto JJ, and I exactly said what I was going to do. I pinned it on Nate, and I feel like they really bought it.
So, I mean, do any of you guys want to pitch in who you think we should. I mean, not trying to pressure anybody, but like, I mean, here in a second, I feel like it's going to be time to go.
Yeah.
I'm down for Nate, honestly.
I mean, I definitely think we should still split the vote on Deshaun, or do you guys think that's too messy?
I don't like it because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Whatever you guys want to do, I want to be in alliance. Because you need one at this point, and I'll do whatever is good for the group.
The reason I personally wanted Nate out was just because of the fact he has access to Survivor Vanquish, which is a game I played very chaotically in the mini. And no, we necessarily haven't played together before, but he does have access to it. So if he was to do a little bit of research on me personally, he might come across it and see how crazy I can get in games and how chaotic I can be, and he might use it against me. So I'd rather prevent that.
I guess I'll be the first to say, right here we have 5 people. It's just pointing out the obvious that right here on this call, we have the majority of the tribe. And I hate to be the person to go straight to that, but if we have Crossroads in an hour.
Yeah. Someone's got to go straight to that.
Who do we say, though? What do we say?
I don't know.
I need to be portraying this calm, cool, collected demeanor. If you vote with me, we're going to succeed. If you vote with me, you're going to stay as well as I'm going to stay, and our plans are going to work out. Keyword being our plans. I need to make sure that other people think that they're in on the decisions, even if it's just me pulling the triggers behind the scenes.
Who would you want to go for given your pick of the situation? And I know you're still figuring out where everybody lies, but candidly, I would like to work with you.
Yeah, same here. It's so hard, Holly. Y'all, okay. Because everyone seems like, they want to work together. They seem really nice, and I like them. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you all help me? You've been to, it's only been like 3 times we've been together. But can you kind of give me some insight?
Nate, who was like, oh, there's 5 of us. We're the majority. Let's vote together. Like, what? What's my name?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely feel like he's more trying to say things to make each one of us feel good in the moment and then not necessarily follow through.
Yeah.
The voting part gets to me because everyone on the team has really so much to offer and so much to give.
From the reads from you and Dixon, it seems like neither of us wanted to go the Sophia or Meredith, right?
Yeah, I like Sophia and Meredith. I don't want to.
Yes. Okay. That's what I figured because it got really awkward when he said those names.
Yeah.
He seems like I haven't heard his name, but he seems like he's flailing.
Yeah. Yeah, he does seem a little on edge.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Were you in the room with me when Dixon was like, we should just split between Deshaun and Nate?
Yeah, I think that might be the best move.
I do too.
Might be safest for us to go vote for Nate, because if Deshaun plays the compass, we'd at least have 2 votes on Nate.
Okay. So we should ideally have, in a perfect world, 4 votes on one, 5 votes on the other, right?
Yep. You're the only person I feel comfortable. I know kind of how you're gonna vote. Everyone else seems.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you're okay. Yeah. It's good when you can get into a 2-person room with someone and be actually candid.
The big thing was I just didn't want to hear my name tossed around. I didn't want to put out anyone else's names because I knew that would kind of put a target on my back, and I kind of wanted to stay consistent with the people I'd previously talked to. So like Kayla and Sophia, I had made good connections with in the earlier episodes. And I felt like I wanted to work with them. So I made sure whatever plan they were kind of leaning towards, I would lean towards that too.
I like everyone. There's no one I'm really targeting. I don't really know what the majority is because I've heard you and I've heard Sophia and I've heard Deshaun. And I know it'll be one of you 3, but
okay.
That's
hopefully it's not me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I heard that there was a 50-50 shot that I would stay or I would go. So at this point, I'm extremely stressed out. People had been talking about getting Sophia.
How do you guys feel about? I feel like I have to connect with other people in order to make if we wanted to have the majority going into tribal. But how would you two feel about doing Hager tonight?
I'd be comfortable with that.
Somebody told me he mentioned my name, so once I heard that, you know, I liked the guy, but he was dead to me. Like, I mean, you come after me. You got to do that to protect your own best interest. And I hear that Dixon was the person who told Sophia that I wanted to write her name, which, you know, I probably said that, but at the same time, that right there shows you that I can't trust him.
You know, it's so hard, Nate and Sophia. We have to make a choice. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm just getting to know you all, like.
Right. Yeah, and Deshaun, you don't even have to say 100% who you would want to vote for right now. That's just something that you could, you know, think about and process. I really wanted to get out Hager because I knew that he had at least one advantage and he knows the game really well.
I just got a compass tonight, and I'm thinking that's going to be awesome because that's guaranteed protection through one vote. You know, I'm going to be out of town for the 18th for going to Pittsburgh, but if I got it then, I'm playing. You know, give me by another day because that's the day I'm worried about.
We got to do what we have to do, okay? It's all about winning. It's all about making those moves that's best for yourself and best for the team.
Hello, Team Adam, and welcome to the Crossroads. In a few minutes, we're going to have a vote, and someone will be deserted from the party. But before we get to that, let's have a quick chat. Today's challenge was a close one. Unfortunately, not able to pull it out. What are the thoughts about the challenge and challenge performance so far? Is that coming up in chats when you guys are strategizing coming into Crossroads so far?
No, I don't think so. I mean, obviously it did at first because you got to have a pad to jump off of. And when you don't know nobody, you nitpick at all the little things of excuses why to vote somebody off. But the more we're developing relationships and making promises, I think that all that technical stuff is going out the door.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair statement. So I guess it's fair to say that some alliances have started to form then. And has anyone noticed any groupings or any people who are kind of getting close?
I think this thing is on shuffle right now. Honestly.
Yeah, I think everybody's talking to everybody. It's
extremely chaotic. If anybody can tell when people are grouping, I'd be really impressed with them.
Yeah.
I think the only difference is what happens in those conversations, because everybody's talking to everybody else probably about the same amount of time. And so the only difference is really what happens during those conversations.
Okay. Deshaun, you're new to the group here. What has it been like with Team Adam? Are you finding it difficult, or has it been easy to assimilate with this group?
Very easy. Great personalities, great people seem real and authentic, and they have their opinions, and I like it that they're speaking it, and so, yeah, they're wonderful.
Yeah, there was that one stray vote. Does anyone want to own up to that vote since it's come up here? No, going to keep that to yourself. All right, not a bad strategy. Never looks good to go against the group early. Now, is that something that has worried anyone? That there's one person here who, I mean, because it looked pretty clear in the conversation that we had that everybody was on board with bringing Deshaun over. Is that a cause for concern that someone, even after that, still decided to go the other way?
I think that.
Oops. Right.
I think that the rogue vote, obviously it didn't carry any weight because we were all going to vote Deshaun. I think that somebody kind of just wanted to create a little bit of chaos, although I don't know why it would matter anyway. But because it's not like it was at tribal council, you weren't voting for somebody to leave. But I've heard that some people are a little bit paranoid about that, and I just want to throw out there that it was not me. I was the first person to say that we should bring Deshaun in, so I hope that you guys don't think that it was me.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, it definitely, when we collectively said, like, this is what we're going to do, and then someone didn't, like, yeah, that super highlights the fact that somebody isn't, being open and honest, but maybe it is just to collect, or cause chaos. I don't know. I was just going to say, it's certainly, at least it has crossed my mind at least once, like, oh my gosh, who the heck was it? Because it wasn't me.
I was just going to say real quick, it seems like it's almost could be understandable that somebody didn't want to say why they were putting that name out there in Crossroads itself, because the entire other party was there. But it is suspect that they wouldn't be like, hey, it was me, I did it because of blah, blah, blah reason when we came back to camp. So that's sort of what has me worried about it.
So it definitely seems like if that vote was to cause chaos, it has definitely done a little bit of a job there, as a few of you seem to be a little bit concerned about. Now, going into the vote tonight, is there anyone who definitely feels like their name has been tossed out as a potential vote for today? Nate, I saw Nate's hand first. All right, we'll get to the four of you. Let's start with Nate, though. Nate, why is that? And is there anything you want to say to try to change that?
I mean, obviously, I would love to change that. I wish that people hadn't been throwing out my name. Yeah, I don't know. If people are set, then they're set. If they're not, I would love to not go home. It's just something that I had heard a little bit of, but yeah, not too much I can say about that. I've heard my name thrown out there. That's what it is.
I think now is a great time to remind everyone that the Whisper Room is available if anyone does want to do any last minute shoring up. Sophia, I saw your hand go up as well. Have you heard your name?
Yeah, I've heard my name. I know it's been tossed out there, and it is hard to determine whether it was sort of a name tossed out there just to get the conversation started, like not something serious, or if somebody is legitimately gunning for me. But more than that, I feel like the concern comes in where that name is sort of putting that name out there is sort of a domino effect where other people might not have thought of me at all, but then once they hear my name, they're like, yeah, I'm okay with that. And that can travel to other groups as people talk to different people. So I'm really hoping that the ties that I've made with people already and the bonds that I have with different individuals will carry me through to the next round, but you can't not be nervous when you hear your name out there.
Hager, saw your hand?
Yeah, I mean...
How do you feel knowing your name's out there? Or thinking your name's out there?
Well, I mean, I keep my ears to the streets and you hear things. I mean, I'd like to be honest, and I'll be an honest person in this game. I think that everybody in this room right now can tell you I've been honest, and if I tell you, like, I'm going to protect you, or I've got your best interest, I'm going to mean it, because, and I think I've proven that. Like, I've been honest by showing them, or not showing them, but reading them the clues that I've got about my win, to the advantage clue. Been very transparent. Like, I think every day I've told them, like, hey, I still ain't got it, and I mean, I'll put that on anything. I wouldn't want to ruin a friendship in here based on a little white lie. I mean, I've definitely heard from a couple people that my name has been brought up. So when you shoot at me, I'm going to shoot twice as hard back. I mean, that's just how I am. And if I've told anybody here that I've got your best interest at heart, especially in the recent, the last 25, 30 minutes, then that's gospel right there.
Right on. And Dixon, I mean, you're the only one who received a vote at the last Crossroads. Granted, it was from the person who was unanimously voted out, but is that your cause for concern tonight, or is there more to it?
So it's like you read my mind. That's like my exact concern right there, is that people are going to vote me just because of the fact Kat voted me last time. Could there have been something going on? Possibly. I haven't been told by anybody my name's been going around, but I'm definitely a little paranoid about it, because you really got to think about this game, and anything can really happen, so...
Yeah, fair observation for sure. Now, one hand I'm surprised to not see up is Deshawn's on the new party. Deshawn, you're feeling that comfortable tonight that you're not worried about your name being tossed around at all?
You know, how can I put this? With me being new, I can understand, but I'm not worried. The team has proven that they're straightforward and, they're genuine. And even if my name is, put out there, I'm the type, I'm just going to roll with it. It's okay. You have to do what's best for the team. So that's all I have to say.
If you have an advantage that is to be played before we vote, now is the time to do so. All right, let's get right to it. Okay, everyone is back. So if you have an advantage that is to be played after the vote, now is the time to do so.
I have a compass.
Okay, I can confirm Deshawn does have a compass, so any votes cast for Deshawn will not count. Or does anyone else have an advantage that they would like to play at this time? All right, we'll get to the vote. The first vote is for Nate. Second vote is for Nate. Third vote is for Nate. Fourth vote is for Nate. Fifth vote is for Sophia. Sixth vote, and all of the votes afterwards are all for Nate. Nate, unfortunately, by a vote of 8-1, you have been deserted here at the crossroads. Do you have any last words for your party?
Well, I don't know. It's confusing. Sophia, I told you to your face that your name had been thrown out, and so I don't know why you guys flipped it on me, but it's alright. I wish the best of luck to you guys. Hager, I hope you win so that Adam can help you be on Survivor. Same to you, Holly. I hope you guys all get on. And if we are on the same season, we do still have an alliance. I hope you guys know that.
Dude, I appreciate that, man, and I hope you're the freaking valedictorian of UT.
Yes.
Agreed. Yes. Thank you, Nate.
See you, Nate.
All right, Nate, we want to thank you very much for playing this season. If you want to stay on for a minute afterwards, as for the rest of Team Adam, have a great night.
Yeah, I really hate to do this, but I think this is going to be the best for the team.
Okay, so I think the vote got switched to me, and Deshawn is going to play her idol. I'm just paranoid still, because I don't want to be the second boot, but my vote is hopefully this dude. You're a nice guy. I just know you've played Vanquish, and hopefully you haven't seen my chaotic playstyle.
My vote is for Nate. Probably one of my first connections, in this game, but like I said, you shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back twice as hard, and I tend to hit, hopefully. I might be a fool after this. I heard he brought up my name. I'm trying to make an alliance with the girls. He's numero uno target, and Dixon, you're next.
I really, really, really hope that tonight is easy, and that Nate goes home. I'm going to vote for Nate.
Nate.
I will be voting for Nate. I really like the guy, but I don't want to ruffle too many feathers of voting for someone else. I'm going with Nate.
I hope I'm on the right side of history with this and that Nate does not have an advantage. He's not nervous enough, so it's making me feel like he does have an advantage, but we'll see. I'm going with Nate.
Dude, If I get voted out, I'm going to be so ashamed of myself. I'm voting for Sophia. That was the name that was thrown out 3 hours ago, and I didn't think that would be the one we're voting for because I tried to get people not to vote for her, but apparently her and her people are wanting to get me out for telling her that she's the target. I don't know. If I get voted out, these people are dumb. It's all right.
I will be voting for Nate tonight. I feel extra nervous tonight, and I just hope that I did enough rallying and enough connecting with other people to make sure that the vote is not going my direction and me going home, and instead Nate will be going home.
Hello everybody, today's day 4. I'm Shane Byrne, and with me today we have from Season 2, Daniel Fleschner. Last night, although we had a unanimous vote over on Team Adam with Nate going home, there were a lot of names coming up. It wasn't as simple of a strategy session as we would have thought. We heard Sophia's name came up with Nate voting for her. Hager and Deshawn, all their names came up. So Daniel, what ultimately went wrong for Nate that caused him to be the one deserted last night?
I think he just ultimately overplayed a little bit. There were a couple other names thrown around, and instead of trying to go with the flow and just survive another day, he tried to put together what was going to be a broader alliance for the longer term. And I think it was just a little too early for that play, just because they really don't know each other very much at this point. They've really just had the one vote. It was unanimous. There hasn't been that trust built to be able to pull off something like that.
Exactly. It's just so early in the game, anything can happen. And it's often arbitrary because I think one of Nate's biggest downfalls was that he was in base camp with 5 people and pointed at them and was like, hey, we have the majority, we can just vote together. And that turned them off. Any other season, I think we've seen this in prior seasons, that actually works and becomes the majority.
It could work, but I think the issue is it shouldn't be, oh, we're the people that happen to be sitting here. It should be, really like you guys, I have good vibes, I wanna work with you. I mean, that's not even always 100% authentic, but you have to at least pretend that you want to work with the people.
Exactly. Yeah, so as we said, Nate deserted, but that wasn't all that happened yesterday. We had quite a few advantages claimed yesterday. So as we know from our reward challenge on day 0, Dixon found the heirloom advantage, although that's not able to be played until final 14 or 10, so he still has a few more votes until that's in play. Our 2 compasses are finally found. JJ for Team Wendell, Hager for Team Adam found compasses yesterday. Meredith claiming a nice steal-a-vote, which the steal-a-vote was actually Hager's reward. He received a clue for it from winning the day 1 exemption challenge. He was not able to find it. He told his whole team, and ultimately Meredith found it.
Yeah, it should be a fun one, and I think the strategy gets a lot more intense with all these advantages in play now.
Oh, definitely. Lots of things to navigate. So why don't we go take a look at what the players have to say about what went down yesterday.
Captain Wendell followed me on Instagram and even messaged me back. He says he has high expectations of us, so I didn't even know what to say to that. His heart reacted it, and I'm just going to try my best.
We didn't really have to strategize, so we just kind of hung out again and played Jackbox, which was fun.
And then, while we were playing the Jackbox games, 2 of the mods changed their names to Sneaky. Sneaky. That's interesting. And we all pointed it out. So, I sent in Sneaky, just to see what would happen. I get a message back telling me that I now have an opportunity to get an advantage.
Oh my god. Congratulations. You have found an opportunity. You will have an opportunity to receive an advantage in this game. This will require you to be sneaky. 10 minutes after the challenge ends, we will open up a room in the EO channel called The Summit. The room will be located just below the exemption challenge room. You must sneak out of camp and go to this room where someone from the other party will join you. Once there, you will be presented with an opportunity to earn an advantage in that game.
Finding a compass is just, it's something that it really helps you feel secure in the game. And Ron is just a very honest person, so I know that if if something was going to churn and Ron was going to vote for me, she would probably tell me. Unless everybody thinks I have a compass and then, say, we got to vote JJ, but we can't tell him. But I don't think that anything would happen.
All right, it's challenge time. We're gonna get right into our scavenger hunt.
This is just such a fun one. I think the scavenger hunt's something that should be on every season just to see how they react to it. It's fun seeing them run around a little bit, so I'm excited to watch this one.
Yeah, definitely an Expedition Online classic. So without further ado, let's throw it over to the players and see how they do in the challenge.
Welcome everyone to day 4 in our exemption challenge. Today we will be playing the always exciting scavenger hunt. I'm going to list off an item. You will then search your house, apartment, wherever you are, your neighbor's house, whatever you need to do to find that item. Once you found that item, bring it back to your computer and show it up in the screen. All right, last person back will be eliminated. All people who are unable to produce an item will also be eliminated. False starts, there will be one group false start. After that, any person who false starts will be automatically disqualified. So you must wait until I say go before you leave the screen. So not when I say the item, when I say go. Will you be buried by your competition or rise from the ashes? Let's begin. First item, we are looking for pasta. 3, 2, back in the screen. Who left? All right. Okay, so we got our false start out of the way. Thank you, Ron and Rachel, for that. Do remember that you need to stay in your camera until I say go. Next person to leave early will be eliminated. Everyone got that? Perfect. Everyone still in? Next item. Could you please bring me back a rock? 3, 2, 1, go. Kayla is back. It's between Schneidman and Shannon, so Team Window will be losing a member. And Schneidman is back. That's the rock. All right, when Shannon gets back, she will get the bad news as she is eliminated. Our next item, a form of fire. So that can be a start, a match, lighter, flint if you have it. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're between Deshaun and Ron. I had Ron come back first. Sorry, Deshaun, that was so close. But you have been eliminated from the competition. Next item we are looking for. It's a tomato that could be fresh or canned. 3, 2, 1. All right, we have an elimination. Sorry. Bobby left the screen early. You have been disqualified. Our next item. We are looking for a frying pan. 3, 2, 1, go. Looks like we are between Ron and Matthew as Schneidman came in as I was saying that. And there's Ron. Unfortunately, looks like Matthew is going to be eliminated. Unfortunately, Matthew, you're the last one back. You're going to be eliminated from the challenge. All right, next item I am looking for is a clock. 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't bring you to the clock?
Sorry? I can't bring you to the clock? No, you can't move me. Are we talking massive clock? Yeah, that's all I got. All right, with that said, Schneidman, you will be eliminated from the competition. Next item is a bandage. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey,
And JJ is good. It looks to me like Holly is last. So just for a quick recap here, looks like from Team Adam, we have Dixon, Hager, Kayla, Meredith, and Sophia. From Team Wendell, we have JJ, Jon Snow, Rachel, Ron, and Troy. Our next item is either sunglasses or sunscreen. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, looks like we're between Ron and Rachel. Rachel is back. Sorry, Ron, although you have the snazziest looking sunglasses, you have been eliminated from this competition. Our next item is either a statue, a carving, or a sculpture. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, looks like Jon Snow will be. Unfortunately, Jon, you were the last one back and are eliminated from the competition. All right, our next item, something green. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Sophia, you were so fast, but unfortunately the last person back and are eliminated from the challenge. Next item is hot sauce or spices. 3, 2, 1, go. We're all good. Good. And that is good. Unfortunately, Troy is going to be eliminated. Unfortunately, Troy, just a little late on that one. You are eliminated from the competition. Oh, that only leaves us with 2 members of Team Wendell, 4 members of Team Adam. Next item. We're looking for 3 sticks. 3, 2, 1, go. We're between JJ and Hager. Oh, Hager just beats out JJ. That was so tight. We are down to our final 5. Lots of pressure on Rachel here. And she is holding things down for Team Wendell. Our next item, any kind of fish. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, Kayla, you've been eliminated. Our next item, something cone-shaped. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Hager.
Rachel was back first. Hager, unfortunately, you have been eliminated from the competition. Our next item. Ooh. These items can be used to make a science fair volcano. So we are looking for either baking soda or vinegar. 3, 2, 1, go. And Dixon is good. That means that Team Adam has one exemption for the evening. Just waiting for Rachel to come back to give her the bad news. A valiant effort, Rachel, but unfortunately you are the last one back and have been eliminated from the competition. So Dixon and Meredith have won the competition for Team Adam. But just for bragging rights, let's do one more round. For our last item, we are looking for a jug or pitcher. 3, 2, 1, go. And Meredith is our winner. But Team Adam taking home the prize of exemption will be safe from tonight's crossroads. Unfortunately for Team Wendell, we will be seeing you at the crossroads. Thanks, everyone. You guys have fun.
Hopefully my team isn't mad that I'm kind of the one that ended up getting us out at the end, but I mean, they all got out before me.
Here, to me, the people that make me the most nervous are the ones that I feel like play so hard from the beginning. And to me, that's Ron. She's like all over the place, you know what I mean? And like it's just, I don't know. That just makes me nervous. And so, like everybody else, I feel like it's like, they would be easy to work with, but with her, I just would never, I don't know that I would ever trust her.
Like, Jon Snow just seems a little disinterested, / not really engaged. In general, he's somebody that I would think might become a target.
She seems like, to me, out of everybody, the one person that I feel like would turn on any of us if it ever, at some point you have to, but like I'm saying,
she said that on the first day. She was like, it said like, I'm not afraid to get nitty gritty. And I was like, okay, noted. Like, noted.
I think I was in the room with you, JJ, and it kind of made me feel weird when she said that. Like it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
She was just playing a little too hard, too quick, and I think it was a scary, it's just a scary thing. Those types of people are wild card.
What's the plan? What are you going to do?
What are you guys thinking?
I don't know. I feel like you would know what to do more than anybody, Jon Snow.
You know what? I figured that was going to come up, but honestly, I was kicked out. I was kicked out really early. I played a mini. This was a mini. It was Kilimanjaro. I got kicked out really early.
I watched it all. I watched them all.
Right? Yeah. So I didn't get far in the game, honestly. So I wouldn't even try to use it as one of my accomplishments because I got did dirty in that game. I'm not hiding it. And if anyone brings it up,
but I'm not going to bring it up.
Everyone knows I played now, so I revealed it because Ron figured it out. She just knew too much. She knew too much.
As far as being me, I don't feel like there's too much against me right now. I think there's still a couple other people in front of me that will go before me, and hopefully I don't have to worry about that at all.
Wondering about Schneidman, man.
See, I'm not worried about Schneidman. I think the person I'm worried about is JJ. I think JJ has a lot more knowledge of stuff than he's putting forward.
Who do we want to do? Like, what do we want to do?
Shannon.
I would just say Shannon. I'll go with Shannon.
Wasn't going to vote for Ron. Told her I wouldn't vote for her.
I like Troy and I like John, so I'm pretty glad. I know John was the one who approached me about the Lions, and I think it was Bobby and Troy, but I know for sure I think Troy. So hopefully.
Is that what? Yeah, I mean.
What were they saying?
Let's talk to everybody because we don't want to go into this and then have all the votes all messed up, right? So let's just move around and get everybody on board, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Which way were they leaning? Which way was Bobby and JJ leaning?
They were leading with wanting to talk. They were saying Shannon. They were saying a couple things, but they were wanting to talk to everybody first, right? What's the summit?
The summit.
It's right above the exemption challenge. It says the summit.
I know Jon Snow and Bobby and me talked about it, and according to both of them, they would have kept it quiet if me or Jon Snow threw another vote against Shannon or somebody else. But I just feel like that gives them a little bit of ammo that I don't want them to have yet.
I'm really happy that JJ, Schneidman, and Rachel really do seem to have my back. I also feel like Jon Snow has my back. I'm a little bit skeptical about Troy, just because I haven't really had the chance to talk to him as much.
I see the little thing pop up on the side of the Discord window, and I get invited to the summit.
Welcome to the summit. You now have a choice, but the choice must be unanimous. You can both receive an extra vote in the game and go back to camp with no risk, or you can compete head-to-head in a challenge. The winner of that challenge will receive a compass. That compass is valid for today and Sunday. Loser will receive nothing. So what will you choose?
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I'm in a pretty good position on my team. I don't think I'm going to need a compass. I really don't think I'm going to need it. So what's the point of competing?
Because I was, first of all, very excited that Janet was there. But more important than that, was excited to see the other dude, John. But then I was super confused to see Hager, and I was like, ooh, he won the advantage too. And then he left, and I was like, shit, no, he didn't. And then I was like, oh, he just told the whole tribe that you're in here. I was like, ah! So I had to make it quick.
So I asked Holly what she wants. I don't want to lead the negotiation. And Holly goes, well, I'm happy to walk away with the extra votes, but we can compete, and I know I'll beat you. Which, first off, I respect the swagger. Second, I don't want to compete. Have you seen some of my challenge performances? They suck donkey nads. So I'm like, great, pleasure doing business with you. The other thing is like, I don't want Holly, if there is a rendezvous coming up, I don't want Holly to like think I'm the most confident person in the world, So I was happy to just let it go and let Holly think, I'm a meek guy, which I'm not really a meek guy, but I'm a guy who knows his talents, and these challenges are not his talents. So let's just take the advantage. Let's just take the extra vote. We could use it down the road.
I was excited to have made the deal to just be like, you take your extra vote, I'll take my extra vote. We're going to extra vote it out together. But then because Hagar saw me, I had zero choice but to tell everybody what I did because he saw me and then probably told everybody that I was in there, and that's exactly what happened. So I had to do what I had to do. I just hope that they bought it and believed that it was pure chance, like pure luck of the draw, pure chance.
I got to meet Janet Carbon. That was cool.
That's really cool.
Know her, and I have an extra vote now.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. So I'm being serious. I want to play with you guys till the end.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I love to get in a loyal alliance from the start and just stay strong and go with it. That's the best way to win games. Honestly, that's how you get it to the end, just sticking with a strong, loyal alliance. I agree. And I feel like JJ's definitely would be down, this group, too.
Yeah, we have another half hour to watch JJ try to finesse Ron.
I want to know, who he's telling her so, we know what to say. Why do I almost want to, say, Jon Snow or something?
I'm really cool with Jon Snow, and I'm cool with Troy, and they said they wanted to work together, but I also feel like I'm cool with Schneidman, JJ, Shannon, and Rachel. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I mean, we've heard one name.
Well, I heard Ron's name.
Yes, that's what I heard as well.
Is that what everyone's doing? Because if that's the case, then I'm on board with it. I just want to make sure that I don't want to be on the wrong side of the votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only name I've heard, literally.
I like Ron, but Ron was just a little all over the place. Like Bobby said, Ron, she was playing too hard, too fast.
Yeah, I want to have more chats with Troy. I haven't talked to Troy at all. That's why I think I'm nervous of him. I feel like he'll go for me or something.
Why don't you just go try jumping in a chat with him right now?
Because it is full. He didn't invite me. And he didn't invite me, so that rubbed me the wrong way. He was like, JJ and Rachel. I'm like, you haven't talked to me either. So that's why I was like,
I like Shannon, and I kind of got to deal with Shannon. I want to work with Shannon. So going against Shannon right now wasn't part of my thing, so I wasn't trying to do that. I'm starting to like Schneidman a little bit more. I might try to pull some numbers together. Okay,
I'm
well,
nervous. Do you think she has an idol or a compass or something?
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's been playing hard. She's been playing real hard.
She was just I have tea. That's what she said to us.
It's definitely hard to keep voting people out of the team, and it's still early, so I can't even imagine how much harder it's going to get from here.
Do you guys have any ideas? Because me and Ron just can't decide any.
Well, I mean, Ron, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to play this game.
I love her, but Ron also just seems a little disconnected, but she's just trying very hard.
Just know that we three were down there, we were talking, it was kind of talking like me and JJ were, and then I said I was going to move to another room just in case somebody wanted to come down and see what was going on. And they were both saying that I was going to leave too. And then they both stayed. And then Bobby joined them. And it's been happily ever after. That's all I know.
I mean, they've been together for a very long time. So I think we have to assume that they're working together and they're going to vote for one of us.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why I feel like we should just pick one of those three since they're not moving.
Why not?
I mean, I might have some tea, but I don't know if you're...
The tea.
All the tea, please.
Tea.
Last time we were here, you did lose a player, but it was not to an elimination, as unfortunately Deshaun was taken from the other party from you. What was the party's reaction to that?
There wasn't really a reaction, like, because it wasn't anything that we voted her out for. It was just an easy out.
We were kind of surprised they took Deshaun over JJ.
Oh yeah, because I would have took JJ because I would have took the person that they didn't want to vote out. Do you know what I mean?
And we were saying how she had bad internet connection, so we figured that would make them not want her, but...
Is anyone worried about Deshaun being over there? Any information she might be bringing over? Or she was looking... I'm getting a lot of...
half the time anyway, so I mean, it's not like she got... That's not me being mean. I'm not being mean. It's just literally she just can't... Something's not connecting, like, with the sounds.
Right. Bobby?
Yeah, their reasoning for picking her, like hoping they could get some dirt. I mean, we're only a couple of days into the game, so there's not like, I mean, we all like each other. We spend our time playing Fibbage and, you know, games online. There's no dirt, so like, there's that kind of logic was just to me kind of skewed because there's like, now if this was like 2 weeks into the game, maybe, but not 2 days into the game.
Now, how do the challenges come into play when you guys are considering who you're going to vote for? Is this something that is coming up in conversation? I'm going to go to Troy for this one.
No, not really. We haven't brought it into a conversation. I think everybody's pretty rounded out as far as it goes. We all have our moments.
Right. Schneidman, how do you feel about the way the challenges have been going for you guys so far? I mean, it's kind of been back and forth as far as wins and losses.
Yeah, I mean, we have, I think we have, like Troy said, we have a really strong group. We have what I think are complementary talents. Like, sometimes we don't have conical objects within arm's reach, but other than that, I feel like we have a number of talents that can really help us in the challenges. I think that we recognize that winning the challenges is important, and it's nice to win because this moment doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point of the game, people are definitely kind of looking at who's going to keep the team strong, but at the same time, I do think we are getting to the point in the game where we could be approaching a swap or, you know, eventually it's going to be a merge, so I do think maybe people are thinking about who's going to be more loyal to them, too, instead of just the strength in the challenges, so...
And Rachel, now for someone who went really deep in today's challenge and for quite a while was holding the team on her back, is that something where you're kind of like, hey guys, maybe we should be looking at challenges?
I mean, I think I've openly said I want to keep the team strong. I'm hoping that if there is a merge, that there's more of us than there are of them. And I'm trying really hard with every challenge that we do. Like when we get the tree mail, I try to practice whatever it is for as long as I can. And I'm usually the one saying, hey, let's strategize over it.
All right. And so we've had a lot of clues come out. That has been no secret. A couple advantages. One, has that been a topic of conversation going into a vote? I mean, Crossroads is where all these advantages are going to be played.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I've had some conversations where we've been brought up, but like, really, like, it's like I don't know. I feel like everyone's just. I don't think there's anyone really batting heads. Like, there's no like sides going at war here. So like, I just don't see like nothing crazy happening. Like, maybe if there was like two different alliances trying to kill each other and like big compasses were played, then yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Like, I just even if
I'm
there are
suffering from extreme paranoia.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's nothing really crazy going on in this. Like, it's just so early, and there's nothing really. So I think if advantages are played, I think the outcome's still gonna be the same. I would assume, you know, unless a blindside happens, then maybe you never know, right? Blindsides do take place.
Right. Now, Ron, I can't gloss over the fact that you just said that you're suffering from paranoia. You want to talk a little bit about that? What's causing that paranoia for you?
No, I don't. It's just, I guess it's part of the game, right? Like,
oh, absolutely.
I was talking to JJ, he's like, how are you feeling? I was like, I don't really feel anything other than completely paranoid.
So how do you feel about the way that the group was breaking out into conversations? How were the conversations that you're having?
Right? Like, Even like I would go into other rooms by myself if I need to, just to see if anybody wanted to pop in. I don't.
And how were the
really-
conversations you were having? Do you feel confident going into tonight's vote?
I don't ever feel confident going into anything voted.
No, and I'm going to open that up to the floor. Is there anyone who would also like to maybe admit to not feeling super confident going into this vote? I mean, we are still really early in this game. Not a lot to go on so far.
I think all of us feel a little bit of paranoia.
Yeah. I think if you're feeling super confident, then you're about to go.
Yeah, I think all of us feel paranoia.
Okay.
I don't feel like paranoia is not. I don't feel paranoid, but I never feel confident. That's the thing. So it's not being paranoid doesn't mean that you're confident that you're not going home, because if anybody that's ever watched or played anything like this over the years, I mean, you know that anything can happen at any time. So if you're,
Yeah,
lots
like
of people have gone home with advantages in their pockets.
So nobody has openly admitted to having an advantage as of yet?
No.
Schneidman, but you're making me feel like, oh yeah, Schneidman.
Oh yeah, Simon did. Yeah, he won a prize. Yeah, I won an extra vote.
Oh, okay.
I won it. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I did. I just passed the better word.
And you obviously you told or is everyone learning this just right now, or am I the only one learning this right now? Oh, I'm the one catching up. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the decision to tell the entire party about your advantage?
Yeah, I mean, like we've all said, we've bonded a lot over the past few days. We've spent, I've spent more time with these people this week than I spent with, my parents or my friends. And so I know this is a group I want to move forward in the game with, and rather than sneak off and keep something from them, I want this to be a tool that we can all use together as we move forward in the game.
If anyone has an advantage that can be played before the vote, now is the time to do so. All right, with that, let's get to the vote. All right, all of the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the votes, now is the time to do so. All right. Let's get to the votes. Our first vote is for Shannon. Second vote is for Ron. Third vote is for Ron. Fourth vote is for Ron. Fifth vote, and all of those after, are for Ron. Ron, by a vote of 7-1, you have been deserted at the crossroads. Do you have any last words for your fellow explorers?
It's coming. I knew it was coming.
All right. Ron, if you could stick around for a couple moments.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick around.
The rest of you can jump back over to your party.
All right, there you have it. Ron deserted 7-1 at the crossroads. Her lone vote going on Shannon. Ron was just a great character in the game, always very upbeat. Daniel, what do you think was her undoing? What caused her downfall?
Yeah, I think her lack of experience might have gotten to her a bit. She was searching really, really hard for that advantage, which is not an unreasonable thing to do. The issue is that she told everyone she was doing that. And so I think there is this probably correct perception that she was just playing really, really hard. And, if I'm on that tribe, then I'd much rather have people who aren't going to have a bunch of advantages in their pocket or aren't going to potentially make me go in some crazy way later.
Right, exactly. With advantages, it's always so key a lot of the times to keep it to yourself unless you're in a really solid alliance, then you want to tell your alliance possibly, but Ron didn't do either of those.
She didn't, and we saw that, for example, Schneidman was able to talk about his a little bit, so I think there's sort of a right way and a wrong way to go about doing it, and so I don't think there's anything malicious on Ron's part, but it might have shown that Schneidman thought this through a little bit. He might have a better understanding of the game.
Right, exactly. So yeah, as you mentioned, Schneidman's walking away from the summit with an extra vote. Holly as well walking away with the extra vote, and they got to see Janet Carbon, our former team captain, your former team captain.
My former team captain, love Janet.
So yeah, definitely a contrast in style between how different players are handling advantages, and unfortunately for Ron, that was her downfall here. But we still have 15 players left in the game. The game is still moving. If you're watching us here on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our page. Follow us over on Instagram at Expedition Online, and stay up to date to all the news for future seasons and future episodes of Season 4. So with that, let's close it down for tonight. I was Shane Byrne. With me was Daniel Fleschner from Season 2. This was Day 4 of Expedition Online, and we will see you all for Day 5.
If everything goes down the way that we talked about, it'll be Ron that should be getting a majority of the votes. But you never know. It could be me, so I'm not saying this with any confidence. I'm not taking any joy or pleasure in this, but my vote's for Ron.
This vote is nothing personal. It's just a vote to keep the tribe strong. You are an amazing person, and I hope that you don't get too upset, but my vote is going to be for Ron.
All right, so, this is a tough vote for me. I like Ron, so sucks to see you go, Ron. Hopefully they're not voting me out. God bless you guys. See ya.
Alright, I'm voting for Ron. I'm sorry, I have to vote for someone. Hopefully everybody else is voting this way too.
Oh God. I'm only doing it because that's what everyone's there to do. I'm so done, dude.
My vote tonight is for Ron. I feel kind of bad about this. You're really cool, and I really like you, and I love playing Jackbox, so thank you for hosting. I do hope you're the one to go tonight, because I am a little bit nervous for myself, but I'm hoping this is unanimous and that you didn't vote me, but I guess we'll see.
Hate to do it, but play the game or get played. Gonna miss you. Though, server's gonna be a little quieter. What are you gonna do?
Well, I hate to do this. This is 2 weeks in a row, or 2 votes in a row. I told someone I wouldn't vote for him, but I got to go with my tribe. So sorry, Ron.